Hey everyone, it's Nick. I just thought I'd leave you a quick message about how you see yourself, how you see your business, and do you employ yourself or do you work for somebody else? It's quite easy in the corporate world to become complacent. It's quite easy to not be very organised. It's quite easy to yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir. The reason that is because you're employed, and when you're employed I should say, you have a boss telling you what to do. They tell you what time to come in to work, they tell you what time to leave work, they tell you what time you have your lunch, they tell you that you can't make your phone calls at your desk, and so on and so on. Because whilst you're in work, they own you. It's horrible when you think of it like that. They tell you when you can go to the toilet and so on and so on. So when you work for yourself, it's massively different. It is hugely different. What you've got to do is you've got to get out of that employed mentality and you've got to get into the self-employed mentality. It's a very difficult thing to do, because what you might do is you might think, well, I'll just start a bit later in the morning because I'm self-employed, it doesn't matter, I can avoid the traffic, so to speak, and I might just finish a bit later. Before you know it, you're working 4, 5, 6, 7 hours a day, whatever, instead of your 8 hours a day plus you're travelling. What I'm trying to say is you will cut corners, you will work less, and that's normal. That is normal, and you've got to get out of that habit. Now the best way I can say to do that is to plan your week. Plan your week and take it from whatever time you want to start in the morning, I suggest 8:30, 9 o'clock, and to whatever time you finish in the evening, I suggest 5, 5:30. Treat your business with the respect it deserves. And then, at the end of each day, look back over your plan, look back over your activity plan, look to see if you've done that activity that you planned on doing. Or have you rolled it over till the next day or the next week? Look to see what you've done and what you've not done. And then what you've got to do is, you've got to say to yourself, do you know what? Would I have employed me that day? Based on the lack of activity I did, based on the lack of productivity, the lack of efficiency or whatever. Or have I had a really good day? Give myself a pat on the back and let's get tomorrow underway. You've got to look at yourself. You've got to look at your own performance. You've got to look at it, monitor it and adjust it accordingly. Tomorrow, have you got to make up the shortfall from today? You know, have you got tomorrow's work to do plus the bit you didn't do today? You've got to look, you've got to be honest with yourself. No one else can drive your business forward, only you. The only person that's stopping you is you. I had to realise that quite early on. Unfortunately I didn't. I messed around with it, I didn't plan so much, I certainly didn't track. I was the worst downline you could possibly meet. But going through it, getting better, mixing with the right kind of people, that has helped me a lot. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to show you the error of my ways. Hopefully it might help you a little bit. If it helps you a tiny little bit, then it's worked. But you need to plan. Now, if anybody needs help with planning and tracking, please get in touch, ring myself or ring Grace, and we'll help you through it. But what you've got to do is, you've got to plan your week, a day at a time, and then at the end of every day, look back on the day, look back on the activity, and say, would I have employed myself? Have I done the things that I said I was going to do today? And if not, why not? Thank you.